Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Sorry, just needed to rejoin. And yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Awesome. Guys, welcome back to Cryptic Talks. It is going to be very wonderful episode today. Settle back, whether you're a student, professional in crypto world, a curious newcomer, or just someone fascinated by the future of finance and technology, this conversation will shed light on the inner workings of Bybit, offering insights into its culture and crypto industry's future and much, much more. Today's guest has a first hand view of life inside one of the fastest growing companies in the crypto space, Bybit. And this isn't just any company, it's a platform that operates at the intersection of cutting edge technology, financial markets, and a rapidly evolving regulatory landscape as well. So, Mia, welcome to introduce yourself. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. So my name is Miet. I'm based in the Netherlands. I work as a BD and institutional sales at Bybit. Been doing that, I think, almost 2 years now. And before I joined Bybit, I was 3 years a big partner of Bybit in the Netherlands. So I've been in the ARC for almost 5 years now. But yeah, absolutely lovely, and yeah, it's a wonderful journey.
Awesome. And maybe you can share with us more experience that you had previously before you joined Bybit officially.
Yeah, sure. So I've been in the crypto space for almost 9 years now. I got introduced by a friend of mine that told me during a dinner, like, hey, maybe you should go into Bitcoin. I was like, hey, what is Bitcoin? And he said, like, yeah, it is internet digital money, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I used to play this game called RuneScape. It's an online MMORPG. I was buying and selling items back then, but I mean, it was fake money. But I got the knowledge out of selling virtual stuff. So when he told me about Bitcoin, I was like, okay, it sounds a little bit similar to the things I did back then in that game. And I just started investing my first 200 euros. I mean, I was not that rich. I just worked in a restaurant, but I thought, okay, this is a game changer. I then did my research. I looked into videos from people such as Andreas Antonopoulos. And I mean, there were not a lot of influencers back then or people that had a lot of know how, but I just went into it, went into the altcoin rabbit hole, made a lot of money, lost a lot of money. I think it's the classic 2017 bull run story. And what I always also was doing is I always did a lot of things around financial education. I think financial education is one of the most important things that people should have. I mean, I see so many people investing in cryptocurrencies, but I have actually no idea why they're even investing besides, getting rich and trying to be financial independent. But really understanding, okay, my if I save money, my money becomes worthless, right? Because of inflation. So I need to prevent that, and that's why I'm investing, and that's how I make a portfolio around it. Um, and I was trying to teach people this into at schools, at universities, at businesses, and I did that for a couple of years. And at some point, I also started my own hedge fund, which we started in 2019, and we started trading on Bybit. I think we did around 7 to 8 billion volume per year on Bybit, which was really big back then. And then in 2022 or 23, Ben Zhao, our CEO, came to us and said, like, hey, we're looking to expand our businesses in Netherlands. We're going to go for the regulations there, and we need someone to run Netherlands. And that's how I, in the end, went to the other side, to the Bybit side.
Whoa, what a journey! What a journey! When it was 2017, I was a kid, so I wasn't able to join the bull run. Now I'm 21, and well, it is very exciting to have a conversation with you here, and I'm really interested. in the inner culture of a Bybit. I tried to participate in some occasions as well, some parties when I went to conferences. I was in Dubai, in your office, in Singapore as well. Not in Netherlands yet, uh, but well, hope that one day I will be there as well. And maybe we can start revealing some intricacies from the inner kitchen of the Bybit. Can you tell us a bit about your role at the Bybit and what your typical day looks like?
Yeah. So I started off as a business developer. So that's basically actually handling all the business side from Bybit. So reaching out to KOLs, making deals with KOLs, actually being a consultant for KOLs, right? So how they can improve their business, which is in the end good for them, but also good for Bybit. I was mostly focused on the Dutch slash European side of things, since I'm living in the Netherlands myself, which was really good because actually the day I started at Bybit, there was the day that Binance had to leave the Netherlands. So there was from day one it was very hectic, and that went on. And at some point, we also started opening an office in Netherlands, which I mean was really good for the credibility, but also it brought up additional work, which was actually fine. You have to think of marketing, you have to think of branding, but also of promotion of Bybit, right? So a lot of people know Bybit as the derivatives exchange, right? Because I mean, there was even a point where we didn't have spot, we only had derivatives. And I think a year ago we had to cancel out the derivatives part and only had to focus on spot, because of regulations. I think that was quite a challenge, right? Because Bybit never really positioned itself as a spot exchange, but from that moment on, we had to promote ourselves as a spot exchange. So in terms of BD side, in terms of KOLs, but also in terms of marketing, that was a challenge. But we had a fantastic team, and because of the loyalty that we have with KOLs, because of the branding, because of the financial education that we give to people, there were many more reasons to stay with Bybit when derivatives were gone. I also joined the institutional part of Bybit around 3 months ago, and those that is focused on getting the bigger institutions in Bybit, the market makers, the VCs, the hedge funds, family offices. So those are totally different deals, but also very interesting to talk to those people and hearing their thoughts on the Bitcoin and crypto markets. And yeah, my day with Bybit, I mean, it's every day is I wake up, I really enjoy my work, I really enjoy what I do. It doesn't feel like work because I'm in a space with passion. I've been in space for almost 9 years, and being able to interact with all these people in the crypto space, learning from the brightest minds is is truly a pleasure. So every day is something different, but every day is fun.
Well, I thought that you kind of take around 30 calls every day and busy as hell. But yeah, I didn't know that you're working with QLs a lot, but it's good to know. And maybe what's a moment in your typical day that feels especially rewarding or fulfilling? Like, do you have that? Or sometimes you can burn out quickly. Of course, I do not know how you can burn out in a Bybit, but still, do you face some challenges like that?
Yeah, so yeah, I think when I wake up in the morning in Netherlands, I also work with our Singapore team. So immediately, they're 6 hours later, right? So immediately at 8 o'clock in the morning, I watch my phone. It's like, oh man, I have so much work to do. People are already awake, so I get it going. um, I talk to my KOLs. I see what their needs are. I see what their questions are, also from their community. But on the other side, we're also working on the marketing side, right? So how can we get more branding, more exposure to Bybit? Since I know in terms of UX UI, Bybit is not always the easiest, right? We have other competitors in Netherlands with more easy UX UI, and our big challenges is then how can we get the normies, right? So the classic retail into Bybit and not go to these blue and white UX UI exchanges. And we're working with a fantastic team. So, for example, we're now making plans to do podcasts in Netherlands, to do some financial education videos. So not only on for example, how to do margin trading, how to do spot trading, but also, hey guys, you're into crypto, but why should you invest in crypto? You know, well, what's the backstory behind it, and what is inflation, and why should you do it? And our thoughts are, if we can get people into understanding how to invest and looking at the long term, that we will attract more people to Bybit, because we also are here for them for goodwill and financial education, not only for the tokens and coins. So we really want to spread this goodwill to the people. And back to your question, like what's fulfilling for me is actually having people coming to me, after 6 or 12 months, stating like, hey, Miet, I saw your video once about financial education and why I should be investing. I've been investing in crypto for almost 12 or longer now, 12 months. And it has been doing great. I just do it every month, DCA side. And it's really, opened my eyes in so many ways. And that's very, very fulfilling for me.
Awesome. I have the same, I guess, feeling. I have this dopamine increase when I talk to new people every day. Like I'm taking 16, 20 calls per day, sometimes Monday, Tuesday. I'm swamped as a, I don't know who. They will envy me sometimes about my energy. And yeah, I can tell, I can tell.
Nice.
And I think that people is the most rewarding thing that we can have here in the space, and that connections that we gain. It's not only about business, it's always about energy exchange. And when you are in your right squad, you feel unstoppable. And well, we are in a rapidly evolving industry, and working at a fast growing company like Bybit, especially in the cryptocurrency space, can be both exciting and challenging. And I think that like maybe you can experience some difficulties as well. Like, how do you stay sane in this rapidly evolving industry? It is very volatile. Yeah, it's rapid evolution and innovation, dynamic work environment, high volatility, uh, regulatory uncertainty. Like latest news, I think everyone knows, and I know that Bybit was the first exchange who actually kind of. So, the question is, what is like working in such rapidly evolving space?
Yeah, I mean, it's of course challenging, right? If you are not okay with stress, then working at exchange can be quite difficult. Um, but I mean, I'm pretty good with stress. But as you said, there's so much happening in the crypto space, especially also on the exchange side. Think of, for example, regulations. For one day you can offer these products, and on the other day you cannot offer these products anymore. And don't forget, right? We have these KOLs working with Bybit, and they're actually running a business. They're providing with for their families, for themselves, with the money that they're earning from Bybit. And if from one day to the other, or if something happens with the exchange and we cannot offer some products anymore due to regulations or whatever, a lot of things also happen for their business, and that can make some significant impacts also on their financial growth. And what we try to do as BDs is um, prepare them in advance and see how we can change their business so they can still grow as a business and not be too dependent on some products. And that can be quite challenging, right? Because not every KOL is always a good businessman or businesswoman, to be honest. And that's what we are here for, to think along with them and see how we can get them to go to another way. And in the end, if we manage to do that and we succeed, then they're also, of course, very happy with that. But it can come with some challenges and difficulties. But I mean, yeah, that's part of the game. And we have so many other competitors coming in every day. New exchanges pop up, and we always try to be the best one, but also to be the most honest one. And just really feel like if people come to Bybit, they're part of a big family from people that are working really hard to make it as good as possible. And sometimes things don't always go the way it's planned, but it's also a matter of how we face those challenges and how we improve. And that's what we do, improve. And again, it's we have a fantastic team with a fantastic CEO that's really a visionary, and I think we're doing very well.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's do more X spaces on your accounts, guys, so we can be fully transparent about new updates, new milestones and roadmap. Because yes, this field evolving as I don't know. I don't know with how even I can compare it with what. Like it's a new world we're building here, and exactly names like Bybit building the future here. So, from my point of view, working at Bybit or any company in the crypto space can be really exciting and dynamic. And since the industry is always changing with new technologies, regulations, trends popping up, there is a constant need to stay adaptable and innovative. You never know what new challenge or opportunity will come next, which keeps things
Exactly.
fresh and fast paced. Like there can be new Vitalik Buterin soon, and we even do not know yet that he exists or she. And on the
Yeah.
flip side, it can also be demanding. Crypto never really closes, so the work environment often moves quickly. You need to be comfortable with ambiguity, willing to learn continuously, and ready to solve problems on the fly. But if you are passionate about tech and finance, and you thrive in environments that are always evolving, like Bybit, it can be incredibly rewarding place to work. And there's a strong sense of community and excitement because everyone is kind of navigating this relatively new frontier together. But I'm interested, how exactly does Bybit foster innovation and creativity within its teams inside?
Yeah. Yeah, and also just to add on a little part to that. So I've been in space for a while now. I think almost 8 or 9 years. So I'm a crypto believer myself, right? I've been trading on all these other exchanges. Did a lot of things in the crypto space. I'm always into financial education, but also like to have a honest type of marketing and honest type of building the business. And that's also how I work at Bybit. Sometimes I see things, or sometimes I think like, hey guys, I think we should do that differently, just to make it as easy or as good as possible for the users. And I think it also really adds value for an exchange to have people working at the exchange that not only came into Bybit when they started working for the exchange, but were actually already crypto holders or crypto believers or crypto traders before they worked at the exchange, because then you can really have a good vision on what's being promoted, how we promote it, how we attract new users. And I think it was also a funny challenge for Bybit, which I think we're doing fantastic. Is in Asia or in the Middle East, we promote certain products in certain ways, and whatever worked in the East doesn't always have to work in the West, right? For example, Dutch people are, or I mean, people from Germany, France, etc. They're way different in terms of how they want to have their stuff promoted than people in Asia. So I think that was also a challenge, and that's why it's also really good to have people on board that come from these cultures, come from these communities, and really help the exchange out how to get the things in the best way. And yeah, I think in terms of innovation, I mean, we're very innovative. We have to be, right? Because if we don't innovate, our competitors will, and they'll be thriving. And I think on one side, what I'm always very happy with is, of course, how Bybit is working on the back end. I mean, if you just think of it, billions of volume go through a Bybit every day, and it always goes so smoothly. And you think about it, it's like, man, what a back end that we have. And on the other side, we also are very innovative in terms of products. So I just want to give a quick example that's been brought up last time. Is we of course have a lot of Muslims on trading on Bybit, and a lot of people said like, hey, I don't want to do something with interest rates, etc. And I think a month ago, we launched as the first big exchange Sharia compliant accounts. So those are accounts that don't have any products on it with interest rates, and only tokens that are Sharia proof, which I think is very innovative and also really taps into a massive market from Muslims that want to invest but cannot always invest due to these interest products. And I think that's one of the best ways to show we are innovative, and but we're also thinking of the local communities, which other parties don't always think of. And we keep on innovating. We have a fantastic team that keeps on thinking how we expand our business. And in the Netherlands, we also have the Bybit card, which on one side you could say, okay, Bybit card, pretty standard. You can just spend your money, whatever you have in Bybit in the real world. Wow, that's pretty cool. But on the other side, we now have 10% cashback only in Netherlands. Sorry, guys, for the rest of the world, but only in Netherlands we have 10% cashback, which is quite high. And instead of promoting it, saying like, "Hey guys, get 10% cashback on your purchases," we also say like, "Hey guys, use this Bybit card to also fight inflation, fight for these higher fuel costs, for the higher grocery shopping." And with that marketing type of things, you actually attract a new target group to Bybit, not the people that only want to invest in crypto, but people that also want to fight inflation. And this card can help them fight inflation. So this, I think, also being creative in terms of how you promote your business.
Well, I feel a little bit confused that only in Netherlands, only in Netherlands you have such features. But yeah, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. I need it in Russia too. Let's see. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it is incredible. Like how you foster innovation and creativity as well. I wish to participate like in one of your business meetings, just as a listener, just to understand the culture, the vibe that you have inside your team, and um, I see that you promote a collaborative work environment where diverse ideas are welcomed and employees are empowered to take risks and think outside the box. Because I'm in contact with several departments of the Bybit from different kind of countries and Russia department, other global parts as well, and I can see that you support continuous learning through workshops, training, hackathons, allowing team members to stay ahead of industry trends and explore new technologies as well inside the team. And moreover, I can see that you emphasize a flat organizational structure, which enables quicker decision making and direct access to leadership, helping creative ideas to flow freely. So, I think Bybit also provides its teams with the latest tools and resources. Do not know if you mentioned that,
Yeah.
but probably everything is good here to turn innovative concepts into real solutions, ensuring employees feel supported in bringing their creative visions to life. Correct? Is it right?
Yes, that's totally correct. And um, so I think at the moment we have three open offices, right? So we have one in Netherlands, of course, Amsterdam. We have one in Dubai and one in Singapore. And we actually host a lot of offline workshops, lectures. We invite certain community members or products to Bybit to talk. And if I go back to myself in 2017, right, when I was trading on whatever Bittrex or Binance, for me it was like, oh man, I wish to go to a exchange one day and meet with the team and actually, hear their thoughts. And here we are. Bybit is one of the only exchanges, I think, or in Netherlands, the only exchange that is hosting these kind of meetups, these kind of lectures. And how nice is it to actually go to the office where the magic happens and being able to talk to the team and sharing your ideas, sharing your feedback, but also getting feedback back from us, from like, hey man, that was a good idea. We actually did this and this and this, and this is how we're gonna do it in the future. I think that is the key to be the biggest in the world. Actually listening to the people, but also giving people a chance to spread their message. And it doesn't always have to be good, right? I mean, we love the people that say like, "Hey, Bybit is great, fantastic, I love it." We also like to hear the other side, like, "Hey, guys, I think you guys should be improving on this part, or should add this part for this and this reason," right? So actually giving constructive feedback, and we listen to it. That's how we grow, and that's how we actually thrive.
Awesome. That's nice to hear. I mean, crazy people with the right structure, we're gonna
Yes.
conquer the world. But um, I want to also know more. What kind of a culture does Bybit promote in the workplace, and how does it impact your work experience as well? Because, as I already said, I visited several offices in different regions, and it is awesome, man. It is fantastic. When it was Formula One, I saw the massage. Chair with branding of F1. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're very
yeah.
creative even in the workplace. So can you tell me more about it? And by the way, I ate all your strawberry snacks in a Singapore office. Sorry.
Ah, nice. No, I understand why they're all gone. No kidding. So yeah, so we have a couple of different offices, and I think every office has different culture. So I've only been to the Singapore office once. I think it was, yeah, during Token 2049. So the Singapore office, I think from my point of view, it's a hardworking office. When I came there, it was very open, very welcome. We have a couple of levels over there, but we also think of people's mental health. So take some rest, go outside, have a drink, go to the massage chair, get some workouts in. That is that part. But again, I haven't been there a lot of times, so I don't really know. I do know, however, about the Dubai office. The Dubai office, I mean, it's always a pleasure to come there. It's one big level. So many cool people are over there because, when people go to Dubai, most of the time they're alone, right? It's a new journey. Most of the time they leave their family uh, um, in their own countries, and they come to Dubai and they're an expat. So Dubai office feels like one big family. We work there, but afterwards we also chill with each other. We go to certain bars, we go to certain restaurants, and it feels like one big family. And I have to say, Shadi, sometimes it does feel like a little bit too much fun. It's like, oh, guys, I'm just gonna go into the meeting room because I cannot concentrate. But no, it's really a lot of fun. And the Dutch office, I mean, we're right now it's 600 square meters, which is quite high, quite big, with only 8 or 9 employees. So we're still trying to get new employees in. And the Dutch office is more a Western type of office, right? So after 5, 6 o'clock, if you won't see anyone there. It's really chill. It really feels like a hotel slash home office. And if you ever get the chance to go to Amsterdam, feel free to come by the office and see it for yourself. But yeah, every office, different cultures, but all fun.
And let's not mention casino after all, and several bottles of Don Perignon. If the day was very successful, but yeah, and hopefully that we can meet each other in Dubai soon. There's going to be a blockchain live, and then Binance blockchain week or something like that soon. So
Yes.
the whole Cryptic team going to be there. I'm gonna have a booth as well. So guys, feel free to just be there. I think that we can laugh a lot and giggle on new projects that wanted to be listed on the Bybit. Sometimes
Cool, cool, cool.
I have some requests like that every day. Hey, Polly, can you help us list it on Bybit? I'm like, yeah, fuck off. You don't know what you're asking for, and so and yeah, Mia, hope that we can meet each other in Dubai, or if you're not going to blockchain life, I'm going to Netherlands soon. Probably hope
Cool.
so. And as far as I can see, Bybit promotes a culture focused on innovation, collaboration, and high performance as well, because I saw it's not only about entertainment, yeah, and this sense of community and the family. You have even this several isolated booth for negotiations in every kind of office. I like that idea. I wanted the same thing for my office here in Moscow too. So, and this emphasizes a fast-paced, dynamic environment where employees are encouraged to think creatively and adapt quickly to changes, especially since the crypto space is constantly evolving. And teamwork, open communication are also key parts of the culture, making it easier to share ideas, solve problems collectively. And your company fosters a supportive yet ambitious atmosphere. This is what I can feel, where everyone is expected to contribute and take ownership of their work, which can be both challenging and rewarding. And
Yep.
maybe we also can talk about some challenges that you faced while working at Bybit, because well, there are definitely going to be some challenges, but specifically in the this in the Bybit environment, how the team typically approaches problem solving.
Yeah, so I think I mean challenges are part of the game, right? Challenges is a way for you to grow and to learn. And I think the good thing is about Bybit, I don't know how it is with all other exchanges, but Bybit is the exchange where you can actually ping the CEO or COO and actually get a message within, what is it, 1 or 2 hours. So our CEO always says, like, whatever problems you have or challenges you're facing, or you just want to brainstorm a bit, just send me a message and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. And I think that is really good, having this structure within the company where everyone just talks to each other and can learn from each other. and you don't have, like 10 layers where you have to go through before your problem gets solved. On the other side, I mean, the crypto world is changing, right? The exchange side is changing. There's also more regulations coming up. So that's on one side a challenge, and the other side also gives us an opportunity to show the world what we're capable of. That we actually, want to make it as transparent and as fair as possible for our users to come in. But also not only for the trading part of side, but also for the learning part of side, so that we actually also going to be a financial education hub where people can actually say like, okay, Bybit is place where I invest, but Bybit is also the place where I learn. And I hope that they will learn more than they learn in school about investing, since in Netherlands I learned 0.0%. But those are challenges, how to do that, how to change the space, and how to actually make people also want to listen to the educational part of site and not only go for the high part. Because I totally understand why people go for the high part. I understand that a lot of people who just want to get rich quick. But I've been in space for 9 years. I've seen so many people, going in and out, and the winners are always the people that have long-term thinking and not going for the quick buck, right? Short-term gains, long-term pains. And that's what we actually want to help people out with. Like, how do you get that mindset? How can you learn from the smart minds that have been going on in all these cycles, and how can you adapt their way of thinking about investing, and not only go for the quick bucks, but also trying to get for a long-term portfolio where you just have a stable where you can get a stable income from. So those are some challenges, but I think we're doing fantastic. And in the end, as long as the space grows, as long as we can grow financially, I think we're doing fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I agree, and I'm interested, like, how exactly you approach the problem solving inside the team. How it look like? Because like recently we had some news regarding the new U.S. Regulatory updates. Have you had some reactions inside your team? Maybe some negotiations, what to change, or is there some problems maybe for the Bybit itself? And I'm just interested in the process itself.
Yeah, so about the regulation part and legal part of side, we have some fantastic bright minds in the space. I mean, in our exchange that are dealing with this kind of stuff. So I don't have to. So I'm sure they had some good plans if anything needed to be done. But about my part of side, like if I face with a challenge, for example, um, a certain products, we have to cancel certain product out, right? So we need to let it go because of whatever reasons. Well, first of all, you have to make a plan. Like, how do you communicate with the users? How we're going to communicate with our partners, with our KOLs, how much people are actually using it, so how many people will be affected, etc., etc. And then you make a game plan, and then I think within a week everything is set, and we bring it out. We're very fast pacing. Bybit is also an exchange where people tend to work 24/7 if they didn't have to sleep, and problems are solved very quickly with all the team. And sometimes, really, it's like 11 o'clock in Netherlands, so I think it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in Singapore. I come with a problem. It's actually a big problem, and then within like a couple of minutes, 20 developers are in a meeting that actually were sleeping, and bam, the problem is solved on the go. So they're yes, it does bring a lot of hectic and sometimes a lot of stress to the people, but on the other side, yeah, the users are the most important for us. And if something's happening, it's not like, hey, we wait after weekend or wait till the next day. No, it's fixed on the moment, on as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. So it's even proactive risk management as well, and agile and adaptive methods. And that's kind of a reaction when everyone is asleep. But if you have a problem, everyone gets up and gonna solve it collectively. This is a sign that you are in the right place, and you are respectfully
Yeah.
the number one of the exchange right now on crypto world itself. And
Yeah, and
mhm.
just to add on to that, so um, that being on 24/7 is for some people a challenge, right? Because especially if you know about the Western culture here in the Netherlands, most of the people, at 5 o'clock, they put their fingers in their ears and they go out and it's like, I don't work anymore, I'm done. But if you work in exchange or work in a environment where you actually handle people their money, and it's very sensitive, is the exchange always also expects from you like, hey, we have a big responsibility towards our users, and we also expect you to take on that responsibility and try to be as proactive as possible, but always also try to be on if needed, right? If we need you. And um yeah, I mean, it can be fantastic on the other side, but but on the other side, it's also like the exchange also expects from you to to always be at your best and always to try to be as proactive and innovative as possible in terms of problem solving. And that's not for everyone, but I think that if you want to work in an environment where you can every day, it's a challenge, but every day is also a way of solving problems and getting the best out of it, then work for exchange is the most fulfilling place you can work at in the crypto space.
Yes, and that's the right mindset. I have the same one. Otherwise, we're not going to survive in this crypto world and not going to be like tier one names here. So,
Exactly.
and I also wondering like how does Bybit support the professional growth and development for its employees? Maybe some I don't know, courses or something like that. Do you have something
Yeah.
inside your team?
Yeah, so they will always, so every person has a team lead, and a manager, and every team lead always asks like, hey, what is your goal, not only in terms of for your current role, but also where you want to grow in within the company. Do you want to be a team lead? Do you want to go to another department, or what do you want to do? What do you want to do after you work at Bybit? And they always try to see like, okay, hey, you want to be team lead? You know what? Maybe I'll give you some more responsibilities to also present some stuff to some people outside of the crypto. Present some stuff inside Bybit, like, hey, guys, I want to take on this lead, or I want to take on this opportunity, or this or whatever. And they really try to be as well uh, proactive as possible with your challenges and your goals. So, for example, one of my goals was to also go to institutional part, so to help the big players in the crypto space go into crypto and also outside of the crypto space. And I actually got on the institutional role a couple of months ago, which is for me a big milestone. And yeah, I mean, it's great that Bybit gave me this opportunity, and I try to do it as good as possible. And that really showed me like, hey, Bybit is not only here to well, give you money for the work that you do, but they also want you to learn and to grow within the company. And I think that's fantastic. And just one last add on. We also, my department has a meeting with our CEO every day. So it's our daily BD stand up. And again, it's a real pleasure to hear their thoughts every morning, and seeing how they think, seeing how they solve problems, which I hope really can help me in the future with my further career, just to learn and improve from them.
It's like honey to my ears. That's what you're saying here, Miyad. I mean, it's wonderful that Bybit can understand that people teach people regarding the growth and so on. It's wonderful that you have some representatives who can take more responsibility, who can take less responsibility. And I didn't know that you're taking calls with CEO every day. Jesus Christ, poor you. But it's valuable. I know why. So, and I think that at global exchange like Bybit, employee growth and development are a big priority. And the company offers various initiatives, as I can see and hear, to help employees build their skills and advance in their careers. And well, there's often a focus on creating personalized career growth plans a little bit, as I can see as well, aligned with each person's goals, ensuring that everyone has a clear path to success. Um, and maybe we have only one question left for our episode, otherwise it's going to be too long and listeners going to kill me and you too. uh, so um, just give me maybe even a short answer. What excites you the most about the future of the Bybit and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole?
I mean, as I said, the world is changing around us. We can see it every day. There's so much things happening in the space, but also outside of the space, geopolitics, stress, wars, whatever. And I do really hope that my work at Bybit and us as Bybit can create a better life for so many new people around the world, right? Maybe on one part is the token side of things, the buying and selling, right? Making these gains. But on the other side, we also do hope that if we cannot always help people out with the gains or the growth on their financial part, maybe we can learn them about the educational part. That whatever they learn from Bybit or from us as a team, that they can give along to their to their kids or to their other family, to their friends, and really that this is going to be like an oil field that just spreads around and gives the good opportunities to a lot of people. I mean, as I said, I'm a crypto believer myself. I do this with passion. I love it. And in the end, if you come to Bybit or go somewhere else, or you just whatever you do, if you just start investing in yourself, in your financial future, and just try to grow, then I'm a really happy person, and I wish the best for you. And if we as Bybit can help you out on that part, then you're more than happy to welcome to join us on the arc and just go with us, and let's just go for it.
Let's go for it, for real, guys. I mean, um, what excites me most about the future of Bybit is the massive potential for innovation and financial inclusion as well, because the crypto space is still in its early stages, and we're seeing constant advancements in blockchain technology, DeFi, and new digital assets. And these developments could transform how we think about money, investments, global transactions, but we need mass adoption. And I really see Bybit as this player on the market that can really contribute to this mass adoption. For Bybit specifically, it's exciting to be part of a platform that's pushing the boundaries of user experience, security, product offerings. As crypto adoption grows, so does the opportunity for Bybit to empower both new and experienced traders with the tools they need to succeed in this rapidly evolving market. The possibilities feel limitless, for real, at least for me.
Yes.
So I think that it's a wrap for this podcast episode, behind the scenes at Bybit. And guys, give me some reactions. Let me see if you're still alive here with us. Give us some love. Give us some comments here as well. Uh, awesome, awesome. And Miat, maybe you have some final words for our listeners, for Bybit
Yeah,
lovers.
sure. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for the trust and support you gave to Bybit. I mean, it has been a wonderful journey. I think looking at the graphs and looking at whatever is coming, I think we're gonna have a fantastic 2025. I hope to welcome you all on the crypto arc. And as I said, whatever you do, don't forget to invest in yourself, in your financial future. Try to have a long-term thinking and a long-term vision. I mean, those are the winners in the end. And sometimes it doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. But I mean, with this in this world, there's so many opportunities to grow, and every day can be a way for you to go, more towards your goals. So make the best out of it, and good luck. And I hope to see you somewhere in the world.
For sure. I mean, you should promise me to see me somewhere in the world. And
For sure.
I mean, it's clear that Bybit is not only a dynamic player in the cryptocurrency world, but also a company that deeply invests in its people and their growth. And we've gotten a glimpse into the passion, innovation, and the culture driving Bybit forward. And it's exciting to imagine where both the company and the industry are headed next. And as the crypto landscape continues to evolve, Bybit's commitment to fostering a culture of innovation and adaptability positions it to stay at the forefront of this exciting revolution. With advancements in the blockchain technology, DeFi, and the growing acceptance of digital currencies across industries, I mean, global exchanges, Bybit is uniquely placed to help shape the future of finance. And what's most inspiring is that as Bybit scales new heights, it does so with a focus on empowering its community, customers, and employees alike. So the journey ahead holds incredible promise. I mean, for real incredible. And being a part of this transformative movement feels both thrilling and rewarding. So, guys, if you like this podcast or X space, call it wherever, drop a follow to me at to official Bybit account, to Cryptic official account. Don't forget to follow us on other social media because we're posting a lot of updates, news, Telegram channels, Instagram, websites. Don't forget to download Bybit app if you still do not have it yet. Why you do not? I mean, it's oh, there was some claps. I do not know what was it. So maybe it was a good. But yeah, I mean, guys, there is no doubt that Bybit will continue to play a key role in driving the future of the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and the possibilities are truly limitless. So stay ahead of the curve, stay tuned, please. And I'm signing off. It was Pauli Speaks, the PR lead at Cryptic. Here, I really want to extend a huge thank you to Mia to join us today in the morning. Uh, while it should
Thank
be,
you.
while there should be some working calls. I mean, I caught you. I'm proud of myself that I caught you. And have a good rest of the day, guys. Drop some comments, give us some ideas how we can thrive together. And yeah, ciao, ciao. Hope we
Thank
can,
you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
bye bye. Hope we can make some waves together. Ciao, ciao, guys.